guys, and welcome to this week's episode from Taff Rocks and Taff Rocks HQ. This week we're going to be having a look at something for Easter. Now, I ammed and ahed for absolute days which one I wanted to do. I could either do a chick or I could do a rabbit. So I thought I'd combine two in one, as well as give you guys a little bit of a bonus video. Even though there's two projects in this week, only one that you saw at the front, but the bonus project is specifically for beginners. However, if you are a bit more advanced, you can also do this and bling it up a little bit yourself. But it's a nice little simple one. It all starts with your yellow rock. Now, I've given this one a bit of an undercoat simply because the rock was dark and I wanted to make sure that the yellow stood out a bit. Once the yellow was dry, I added the facial features and I drew them on first. Little black ovals for the eyes and an upside down triangle in orange for the beak. Once the eyes were dry, I put two little white dots on them, and then once that was dry, I put another two little tiny black dots on that, and that's it. It's so awesomely simple. You could have a go yourself even if you've never painted a rock before. Our first task on this awesome little beastie is going to be to draw the outline. You guys are lucky, you can do yours in pencil. So I'm going to do mine in pen so you can see it. Now this is an egg shape. Obviously there's some, you can see some bits missing here, and this is because I've got some other bits of decoration to go in, so I'll put those in now. This is a foot. I'm going to lose a lot of decoration or a lot of outline when I give this an undercoat, but it doesn't matter. I need you to see pretty much what it's going to be like when he's done. So there's one foot, another foot, there's one ear, and let's go on to another one. This one's going to be a little bit of a floppy one. Now, as this an egg, let's put some cracks in it and a nose. Now, I'm not going to put the eyes in at this stage because, well, it's just needs finishing painting first. They're just going to be little tiny dots. So what I'm going to do now is take this away, give it a total undercoat, hide everything that I've just drawn, but hopefully still be able to see enough that when I come back I can put all the detail back in. So he's had just one undercoat, or one layer of undercoat. What I'm going to do is go over some of the main outlines that I painted over, just as a reminder for myself later. That's going to be okay for me for a minute. What I'm also going to do is put some circles on here, just as a bit of pattern. These will be painted in different colours, different sizes, just a general guide. And now, as you might see, and as I've told you loads of times in the past, always make sure that your undercoat is dry, otherwise you're going to clog up your pens, which is what's happening again to me here, but it's okay because I can see them. Okay, I'm quite happy with that so far. What's going to happen now is I'm going to paint the egg in one colour, and these bits here, his ears, his feet, and this in between is going to stay white. I'm using this is a Hobbycraft brand of acrylic paint, nice shade of pink, and I'm going to go over the egg part. Now, I'm not going to make you sit there watching me paint all this. This is going to need a couple of coats, only because this rock is rough and I'm leaving little holes here. So I'm going to be back with you guys once this has had a couple of coats, and I'm also off camera going to paint this in white, these in white again, and then we'll carry on with the rest. Time for a little bit of colour on this guy. I'm going to go around putting different colours in all the little dots, and I'm probably going to do the detail on his feet and on his ears as well. Okay, so we've done all the block painting that we need to do. This now has to be 100% dry before I come in and do the outlines. It's all dry everywhere, so I'm just going to go around and do all the outlines and then put some eyes and whiskers on. I'm having to stand him on a little pot, otherwise he keeps rocking all over the place, so let's give it a go. So far so good. All I'm going to do for his eyes is 2 little black ovals, and whiskers are as easy as, I don't know whether to go around his feet. Oh well, there's no going back now. I'm doing it. Oh yes, that's better. Absolutely. Come on, I'm really glad. And there he is, guys. A little white bunny rabbit hatching out of a chicken's egg. I always knew these white rabbits were magic, you know. They don't just lose track of time. The simple little bonus one then was this chick. I know it might not look like much, but you know, when people say, oh, I can't paint rocks, I don't know how to do, I'm not very good, or something like that, well, you can see, guys, that you don't have to be a fantastic artist to do this. You don't have to have had any experience of painting rocks to do this little stunner. You could paint loads, absolute loads. I haven't painted the back. That's because I'm going to write the sharing statement on the back, and then that's going off out into the community. But imagine a big load of these in a little basket on your table. That would absolutely be amazing. It doesn't matter what shape rock you use, just cover the whole thing in a nice bright yellow, stick some facial features on it, and there you are, he's done. Now let's have a look at the bunny rabbit. Check him out. He is so brilliant. I was totally undecided, as I said earlier, of what to paint. I wanted to do an egg, I wanted to do a rabbit, I wanted to do so much, and then I noticed that this year, this one seems to be quite popular, so I thought I'd give it a go for you. It might look a bit complicated, but as you saw in the video, it's nice and simple. It really is nice and simple. If you paint one like this, don't forget to share it over on our Facebook group. We'd appreciate that absolutely loads. Get your paintbrushes out, guys, get your acrylic paints, start painting, and let's see some awesome little bunny rabbits or simple little chicks. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. That's all from me this week. I'll catch you next week. Ciao for now. We release new tutorials every Monday. If you've enjoyed this week's video, please don't forget to like and share it with your friends. If you'd like to help the Taff Rocks channel out, there's some links in the description box below for Patreon, Ko-fi and an Amazon wishlist. before you leave today, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and click that little notification bell. Until I see you next time, keep on rocking. Ciao for now.